Hi there. Welcome to our back to school classroom demos. Today we're going to be looking at a seesaw activity. If you haven't already used Seesaw, Seesaw is a tool you can use to create and share your knowledge with others using a variety of different tools within Seesaw. Your creations then save in a digital journal others can see, like your teachers and your classmates. Today's goal is to use Seesaw to create a drawing that describes you. You can add a drawing in Seesaw. You should be able to, by the end of this video, add a drawing in Seesaw, add pictures, drawings, text, and shapes, change font, colors, and the background, add audio by recording your voice, and post your creation to Seesaw. If you are in kindergarten through second grade, you will log in through Clever. If you are in third through 12th grade, you will browse to web.seesaw.me in your Chrome browser, and you will log in as a student using Google. So you will log in with your Google credentials, looking for the colorful G. If you click on that, it should allow you to log in with Google. There are some sites in classes that third through 12th graders have a different way of logging in, and that would only be if the site has purchased Seesaw. So we have purchased Seesaw for kindergarten through second grade, but if your site has purchased Seesaw for any other grade level, then you might be logging in through Clever, even if you are a third through 12th grade student. So check with your teacher, and teachers check with your principal to see if you have a purchased Seesaw account. Again, not very many sites have that. Majority of our sites do not have a premium or purchased option of Seesaw. Again, we just pay for K through second grade. So have fun creating. We are going to have a lot of fun creating in Seesaw. So let's get started. Here is a student account. This is what Seesaw looks like when you first dive into Seesaw. You'll notice on the right-hand side, you have your journal, you have activities, and you have notifications. You will see that there's green options here. There's an add button and an add something. So there's ways to sort by dates and folders, but today we're not going to get too much into the advanced features. We're just going to look at adding a drawing. So what you really need to be familiar with or know today is how to get to your journal and to your activities. So if I click on activities, I will see all the activities that my teacher has added in Seesaw. If you don't see activities here, that's okay. Some teachers don't add activities and they have you create your own activities. So here's a couple of examples of what an activity looks like. This is the activity we're going to be doing today. We're going to be describing ourselves and we're going to be following a few of these steps. I have an example here for elementary and I have an example for junior high and high school down below. So if you do have an activity that your teacher has posted for you in Seesaw, all you would do is click on Add Response, and then you have the menu of items here. Again, that would be for both options for elementary and for secondary. I have the same options. If I don't have an activity, that's okay. I can go back to my journal and I can create one myself. I'm going to click OK. It's just saying that I'm not allowed to see other students' items, and that's okay. It sees that I'm clicking on the class journal right now. I need to go onto my journal, which is under my name. So if you click on this under your name, then you're able to add something here or through here. So let's try that and see what happens. Oh, I have the same menu of items. So either way, whether I have an activity or I do not have an activity, I can still participate today. So we're going to choose the drawing option by clicking on this drawing pencil. And here is my blank canvas. I have some options on the left, options down below, options to the right. I have my T for text box, which adds a label. I have my audio. I have my camera for a picture. So let me delete this by clicking on my options for now. And then I have some additional options here for shapes, background, links, and for my voice recording. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how to type a label or add a text box for a label. So let's add a label and let's think of a word that describes me. I would probably say the word kind. I want to change the color. So how do I do that? Well, I have these three dots here. I have an option to click on style. And this is where I can change the font of my label. I can change the background colors and the lines. So let's try a different font. Narrow, newspaper, classic, and ooh, I like the script. I'm going to choose for the word kind script. And then let's see what we have here. Okay, that removes, it looks like the background and the line. This adds a line around it. And then this adds some color in the actual box. Ooh, I like that, but I don't like this color. I want to choose a different color. So how do I do that? There are some options here on the right. So if I select by clicking on the box, I can click outside and select it. I can choose a different color. I like that color. So let me make this a little bit smaller by clicking on the options to the right and the left bar. It's the right side and the left side of the text box. I also have an option to click on the four corners of my label here. If I click to the right and drag or click to the left, you can notice that it's making the font bigger or smaller. So I have a word, but I don't have a picture yet. I want to attach this to my picture. So what I can do is click on the camera here and I can add a picture of myself by choosing this option photo. So let me smile and I can click any of these icons here to take a picture. Make sure you look at the camera. So there I have my picture, I have my label. Let's add one more label. Oh, look at that. It kept the same colors and the same backgrounds. Let's see if it kept the same font. I'm going to put good listener. Ooh, I don't know how I feel about the way that looks. So I want to change the font for this one. So how do I do that? I select the label, click on the three dots, go to style, and then choose the option I would like to see for the font. I'm going to use the feather option. And I'm going to change the color too. I would like to do like a blue. So let's go over here, choose blue. I'm going to drag this one a little bit smaller and move it down here. This option here for audio, we're going to wait for this because I'm going to use this at the very end to capture an entire audio for my whole canvas here. But I do have an option in the three dots here to record my voice for this specific label. So watch what I can do with this. If I hit record voice, here we go. I am a good listener. I hit the little option here. I can hear myself. And then same thing for kind. I am a kind person. So now I have my picture and I have a couple words to describe me. I noticed that I'm kind of tilted to the side on my picture. I could have better centered myself by getting directly in front of the camera. So just keep that in mind where you're at so you don't chop off your head or, you're like your face is all in the camera and you can't see your shoulders. So be cautious of how you're recording or are taking your picture when you snap your photo. Okay, so back to this. We have our audio, our picture, fonts. Let's change the background. So if we click on the three dots here, we can change the background by adding color. And we can also add shapes. So I can put a heart, can drag my heart over here. I can even click on my heart or my label and I can rotate it. Same thing here, rotate it this way. Maybe add a star here. And again, the audio is still there. I can even draw a heart if I want to, or a flower. I can change the colors and the size. So maybe I want to try a different pin too. Let's try this one. Ooh, that's really large. Let's go down to this size. I double clicked on it to get that pin size there. And I want to try green. Oh, look at that. And I can even color in this pink. There's my flower. I think I'm done. I'm ready. Well, see, I don't know. I think I'm going to draw this flower again. So let me use the eraser tool here, and I'm just going to erase just the top because I changed the size of the pin and I want to make my flower the same size. So let me go back and let me remake my flower. So let's see, let's do the blue again, and then we're going to do a round circle. There we go. I can even color this in if I want to. And then I'm going to make this pink in the center. And there's my flower. Okay, I'm ready to record now to talk a little bit about myself. So I can go to this record option here. Oh, there's one more thing I want to show you. Down here to the left, you can add a caption about your canvas and record your voice here as well. But we're going to record our voice here to kind of capture everything that that I've shared with you today. So if I click on this, I have to think about first what I'm going to record. So don't click it until you know for sure and you practice what you want to say. So I'm going to talk a little bit about me being a good listener and being kind and how I like flowers, and that this heart represents my family because they are my number one love. So I am going to talk a little bit about that when I record. So here I go. Hi, I'm Mrs. Sandoval, and here's a little bit of information about me. I'm a good listener and I'm kind. Many people have told me that I have these qualities. I also love my family. That's why this heart is here. It represents my family. And I love flowers. The sky is also beautiful at night, and I love looking at the stars. So I added a star here to represent the night sky. I hope that you liked learning a little bit about me. So that's my video. Now, if I hit play, I can hear myself, my recording. And I hit the little X to get out of there just for now. If I don't like my recording, I can re-record. I believe I can by choosing the option to delete this because it kind of moves around. I don't know if you can see it here. This is the actual audio. It kind of layers over. So I can delete this if I want to, and then just keep my regular one that I had before and just add my audio back again. But I like this. I'm going to save it. I'm done. It doesn't have to be perfect. Know that we can spend a lot of time in here, but we want to get the job done. So it doesn't have to be perfect. When you're done, you want to hit the checkbox here, and that's what's going to finish you off and save it to your Seesaw journal. So let's do that. And there is my creation, living in my Seesaw journal for my teacher to see and give me feedback. I hope you enjoyed today's session on Seesaw and you had fun telling others a little bit about you and describing yourself. So continue to use Seesaw and explore the options and have fun creating.